Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel.
I look out across the water.
One of my friends asked me, where did you get your inspiration?
I feel the breeze.
I got my inspiration by the fact that I believe in the Almighty. And this Almighty whom I serve is all-knowing, He is omnipotent, He is omnipresent, and He will not allow things to happen without a purpose. Well, maybe some things that will happen will be considered as a setback, but in my opinion, if bad things happen to you, then it has a purpose. It has something that will propel us to our destiny and will make us more become matured person.
From Reapers Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City.
And I believe that the God that I am serving will propel me to my destiny. And this is where I got my inspiration. Today's video allow me to report to you so many good things. Actually, in our past videos, we have made a vlog about this imported goldfish spawning their eggs, and few days thereafter, we saw this beautiful fry of goldfish that are swimming under the water. I'm so inspired with this because these goldfish are not the ordinary lines. I mean, these goldfish are those ones that are on the top line, meaning that they are the show type that you can compete with the show competition of the goldfish. I'm looking forward to have my own show of this goldfish grow out competition in the future. Also, I'm looking forward to make a beautiful aviary where we can release the birds and there is an interaction between the birds and our visitors, that the birds are freely flying. That's my dream, actually. And today, allow me to tour you to our aviary. And then, I will report to you about the development of the eggs that have been hatched by this goldfish. Before we get inside here, allow me to tell you something about my experience insofar as breeding of these African lovebirds. The first that I had experienced is the common activity that you have to practice in order not to scare your birds. Meaning that if you are cleaning inside, you will make some activity that would train them that their cage is already about to be cleaned. And I'm training them with a whistle. So we are doing like this, and that is the signal that their cage is already about to be cleaned and they will not be caught by surprise. And what is important about this bird racing is to get the trust of our birds, because the moment that we can do so, we can get their trust, then we can just get inside anytime without them being harassed. And this is my experience. And this practice is actually true to all kinds of animals. If we can get the trust of our dogs, our cats, and even the reptiles, the snakes, then that's the time that there is a good and harmonious relationship between you and your pets. So I will get inside and we will see what is happening there. Come on, let's go. I will get inside. You will see right here that these birds are very calm, they're relaxed. despite of our presence here inside, and this is what I'm saying, that I already have gotten their confidence and the trust. And we will see the development of this breeding, because it's been my promise that we are going to share everything that is going on here, and we will share everything that will help us develop a system where these birds can produce rapidly and massively. And I'm contented now with what we have here, because we have dozens of chicks already. These dozens of chicks are so healthy, and they are being taken care of by their parents. The feeding is actually very simple. From time to time, we have to integrate vegetables to the feeding, and from time to time, we also have to integrate some seeds, the sunflower and the safflower, and the main diet is actually the canary seeds. And sometimes we give them carrots, sometimes we give them this apples, and these are the things, many things that they can eat in order to get good vitamins. Let us open some of these boxes, and we will look at what is inside. Come on, let's see this one. Of course, I said that when you are trying to get the confidence and you are inside already of the cage, you will not make any extra movement that will scare them. So we will move like slow motion. This one, we will be giving respect to these birds. They don't want to be disturbed. Wow. Oh my goodness. There are many eggs that are here, and they are still incubating it. See that? And we will try to open another box right here. Wow. I see some chicks right here. They're already big. Really, this is a milestone. And I'm so happy about this, because they said that this African lovebirds is difficult to raise. But they are having their chicks now. What is happening here is a milestone, because we've been challenged with so many, catastrophes, I would say. Because of these ants, because of this transfer, this birds have been always disturbed. And right now, I can rate myself from the scale of 1 to 10. The 10 is the excellent. I would like to rate myself into 4, because we already have produced birdlings, the chicks, and they're so healthy, and we have already developed a system. Well, this system is not yet perfect, because there's still loopholes that we have to address. Like the facility, we can still improve this one. The feeding system, we can still improve this. And of course, you can make some suggestions on how to improve this one, because some of you are already expert about this. So I need some of your suggestions. But what we have done here is actually fine. It's doing well. And I would like to rate myself with the rate of 4. The highest is 10. Also, in the other cage, we can see some chicks and many eggs. And they're still trying to incubate these eggs, and in the future, maybe a couple of weeks from now, we're gonna be seeing beautiful birds that will come out from these nest boxes. And that's gonna be an exciting thing to watch. Seeing beautiful birds coming out of the nest box is really a joy that would tell you that you are doing good with your business. The breeding of our parakeets are also doing good, and we will also make some updates. In our last video, we said that we tried to hang the nest boxes, the clay pots, but it's actually doing great, because many of these pairs have already laid their eggs, and I believe that this will be hatched. Though it's swinging, but I'm confident that these eggs inside will be hatched. And I will report to you what's the result of this in a couple of weeks from now. So we will get inside here. And you will see that we don't anymore put this double door. We only put this cloth here. And they are not anymore very wild. They are already tame. The activities of these birds right inside the cage can be interpreted as the breeding season because there's a lot of chasing, there's a lot of courtship. The cocks are really very active and they will get in and get out of these clay pots, meaning that I could interpret these activities as the courtship stage, the breeding season. And I hope that this will become successful. Although we put some bamboo right here, my plan is to add some more bamboos right here because bamboos really are doing great. And I can see that they're already nesting and the noisy cocks are actually giving us the beautiful ambience here, always chirping, and they are in the courtship stage. They're courting the males. All these pairs are about to lay their eggs. Though some of them are already laying their eggs right here in this clay pot. And the main diet is this canary seeds. They're eating a lot of this in small amount of the sunflower and the safflower. And we're giving also vegetables. They're even eating lettuce and this water spinach. So far so good. I really don't have any regret about transferring them here because I can personally take care of them and their health now are strictly being monitored. Their vitamins and the supplements that we're giving are doing great for them. As you can see here, we're feeding our breeder fish, and one thing that I can remind you about this breeding of this tropical fish is exposing them to the sunlight into a warm temperature. And we're doing this by means of just putting the plastic cellophane right here. These are the UV plastic that can be bought in the market. You can also buy this online. And what I have observed is the fact that when we are going to expose our goldfish, there will be no issues about their skin. There is no anchorworm, there is no gill flukes, and their digestive system is doing great. They can easily digest their food because of the warm temperature. But of course, we have to put some filtration. We just used the ordinary submersible pump, and we made it sure that this flushing of the water will rotate the motion of the water inside in order for us to provide good oxygenation. The other outlet of the submersible pump is connected to this hose, and we are putting this fiber cloth. This will now strain all the dirt. You look at this one, these are very dirty, and this is only on the first layer. So in the second layer, we have here ceramic rings, because it's in the ceramic rings that the beneficial bacteria will thrive. So every day we are removing this fiber cloth in order to make sure that there will be no dirt here inside in the conditioning tank. And this fiber cloth are being washed on a daily basis. Take it the word daily basis. Sometimes if we are feeding them most often, this fiber cloth would certainly become dirty. We're cleaning this twice a day. But of course without disturbing the other filter media right here, because the beneficial bacteria is already thriving in this stones and in the ceramic rings. And now let's proceed to have an update about the breeding of our quality fish. Well, in our past videos we have filmed the actual spawning of the eggs, and that was 3 days ago actually, and we can show you the result of this. It's giving us good result. So I provided them with this air pump and the hornwort. You will see the hornwort. It's really beneficial for the eggs to develop and be hatched. And there are two things that I would like to share with you. Your collector or egg collector for the goldfish should be live plants, like this hornwort. And for the koi, you can use also live plants, but for the koi, I'm using the nylon strands, and these are effective. For the goldfish, they need live plants. As far as I am concerned, you can ensure higher hatchability of the eggs of this goldfish when you are using the live plants as your egg collector. And this has been my experience. I'm sharing this with you because if you are into breeding these types of fish, you're still using the egg collector, which are all artificial, maybe it's time for you to try also to have this live plants. So I have here so many fry, and the first batch of the fry are here. They're already big. We already have segregated the bigger ones over there, and you see that they are already developing their tails. It's really visible. The three tails are already very visible, some of them of course, and you will observe if you are into breeding these types of fish, this will not have uniform sizes. Some of them have good genes that will actually grow fast than the others. This is the time also that we have to get all that have grown fast, because they will start to eat the smaller ones. And for you to ensure that there is much fry that is going to survive is to get the bigger ones and separate that in another tank. Part of our conditioning is to give these tiny worms to our breeder fish. See this one, these are actually worms that had been cleaned already. These are tubifex worm, and these are the best food for our breeder fish when you're going to condition them. But there is a warning. I always say that there is a warning when you resort to giving this live food, because you have to make it sure that this live food, this worm, will not be the carrier of the bacteria. So what you can do in order to make sure that these worms are bacteria free is to put them in a clean container like this one. Starve them for 3-4 days. They can defecate and they will become very thin, and that's the time that they are already very suitable for our goldfish and even the koi, the Japanese koi. So this is doing good, but we have to take extra precautions because we might kill our breeders. In our desire to make them breed fast as much as we desire, we might end up killing them. So this is a warning. And you will see here, guys, that I have another tank. And this tank is intended for our Japanese koi and even the catfish. This is the spawning tank that we have prepared for the Japanese koi. And in our future videos, we're gonna be filming, let you see the actual spawning once more of this eggs of this Japanese koi. And we already have ordered some imported lines of this Japanese koi, and that's a very exciting moment you're gonna expect in this channel. So this is a very cheap tank. I did not spend money for this because we have just used the recycled galvanized sheets and even the recycled woods. But this could be an effective tank for our breeding. Very suitable for breeding. Why? Because the size of this is big and the depthness is also just shallow. I mean, this is just 24 or 2 feet, 24 inches. And I believe that we can best demonstrate this one. When these are completed already, we can demonstrate how to make our koi spawn their eggs. And there are ways that we are going to reveal to you in order to let our Japanese koi spawn, and how to make sure that the eggs that have been spawned will really become a fry. So these are the things that we can share with you so far. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, may we humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're uploading videos every 2 days now. And shout out to all our subscribers. and the members of this channel. See you in my next video, only here at Dexter's World!